ask you the same thing?
Well, I'm doing a speech, duh.
But I'm doing one too.
Well, how's that gonna work? We have to take turns giving them?
Oh, Chase, you're forgetting the most fundamental rule of the Sith. Always two there are. No more, no less. We can do our speech together.
I'm not familiar with the Sith thing, but I like your idea. Let's do it together. Hello
To
all
of our classmates,
families,
teachers,
and
other
distinguished
guests.
It
Is
an
honor
and
a
privilege
to
be
here
today
speaking
in
front
of
all
these
exceptional.
people. Wow, we're so in sync.
I know, I feel so connected with you right now.
It's almost like this is all scripted.
Wouldn't that be crazy? As we start off, we've got a couple of special thank yous to give. Thank you to all of our teachers. It's because of you that we've been able to reach this great milestone today. You've taught us about polynomials, metaphors, foreshortening, hydrocarbon chains, and so much more. The class of 2022 thanks you for working arduously to help us succeed and for making us better human beings. Your work does more than you know.
We would also like to thank our parents and guardians, the ones who held high expectations for us to do our best. You supported us when we needed it and instilled us with the confidence we need to move forward in life. Even though we may have been annoyed at your backseat driving sometimes, literally and figuratively, without it, we quite possibly could have crashed. Your sacrifices and hard work does not go unnoticed, so thank you for all you do. Now, we will give you lots of credit for raising us right, but I think it's fair to say that us adults, that sounds weird, have also put in hard work to graduate.
But to graduate or not to graduate? That is the question.
Obviously, the answer is yes, since you're all here.
We've grown a lot together during our years at Balfour Collegiate. Some of us grew 5 inches taller in a single summer. Others haven't grown since grade 8. You know who you are.
But we've all grown as people, and that's what really matters. But more on that later. For now, let's appreciate how far you've come since 2018.
You've endured the whips and scorns of time. The nerves were high during grade 9, and getting used to Balfour's intricate network of hallways was quite the challenge. And acne breakouts certainly didn't help our confidence either.
Grade 10 was a much better year though, until it wasn't. The lockdown hit us hard and separated us from our new friends. But props to those who still did their schoolwork online, because you showed determination and worked through very tough times.
Now to grade 11, which was probably the strangest type of learning anyone has had to face. We got separated from our friends yet again with the day 1 and day 2 point system, which definitely didn't help our social needs. But we got more sleep though, and that counts for something.
Finally to grade 12, which certainly came surprisingly quick. Many COVID restrictions were lifted at this point, and we had other pressing matters to worry about, deciding our future, becoming adults, and ends be.
But it wasn't all bad. We made some beautiful memories too. We produced a fantastic musical Hairspray, and we made lasting friendships.
We got to see people stuff watermelons into their faces and had a Just Dance competition.
We got to feel the thrills and spills of being able to play sports and perform on the auditorium stage.
We managed to get our driver's licenses, or most of us did. You know who you are. And we had a blast at our water gun fight on the last day of school.
And let's not forget the immense joy we experienced writing essays at midnight right before they were due.
You would know all about that, wouldn't you?
Yes. But hey, you've done it too.
Okay, maybe a few times, but who hasn't?
Fair point. But we've learned from our past actions, and we've grown into the adults we are now.
Through the good and the bad experiences at high school, we are leaving with improved abilities and valuable skills. We've become more thoughtful, independent, and resilient to change. You should all be proud of yourselves for your progress and accomplishments.
And congrats on perhaps your most impressive feat of high school, surviving through the student parking lot without getting run over. If your car did get damaged, know that it was likely a pothole or one of the many bad drivers. You know who you are.
You know what time it is?
Yeah, time for the sappy and inspirational stuff.
That's right. Whatever you do, or wherever you go in life, be kind to those around you. I'm a strong believer of karma, and I've seen that what goes around comes around. If you want to be treated with kindness and respect, you must first spread that to others. It is vital that we are grateful for what we have and how others sacrifice for our wants and needs. Parents, shout out to you. It may be cliche, but to quote Gandhi, be the change you wish to see in the world. Unless that change is, say, getting rid of all ice cream, then maybe not. I could go on and on about being kind, but all I can suggest is to just be nice. It's hard not to. One significant thing I learned from my time in high school is how much power we hold with our ability to utilize social media. I was never one to be very vocal, but I came to see how important it is to speak up. With a single click, you can literally start a movement, and with that movement, immense change can be made. It is so important that we use our voices for good because there are lasting effects that may come from it. Fighting for what's right is vital for our generation and humanity itself to progress to a better future. In this endless expanse we call the internet, you can convey plenty of positivity too. So if you like math, express that. If you like baking, express that. If you like the arts, express that. If you want to create a ripple that turns into a wave, go do that. You have no idea of your capabilities until you try. You've made it this far, so why stop now?
And my message to you is, always take new opportunities to grow and learn. In my earlier years of high school, I tended to shy away from extracurriculars and other activities because I felt nervous and unprepared. The unknown is a scary place. We try to avoid it because we like to be in total control of our lives, but we can't do that in new situations. We can't predict what's going to happen, we may not know what to do, and we feel a sense of risk because of that. It was only in grade 12 that I finally entered some extracurriculars, and I regretted not joining sooner. Going beyond our comfort zones can be exceptionally enriching, and I think Master Shifu summed it up pretty nicely. If you only do what you can do, you will never be more than you are now. Strive to keep growing and learning. Your high school journey is over, but don't let that be an end of your self-improvement journey. So go forth into the world.
Be kind and use your voices for good.
And never let a good opportunity pass you by.
Class of 2022,
It's time. Stand up, turn to the audience, and get your caps ready. The rest of our